Hi, my name's Lucas. I work at Arcee AI, and I'm one of the people that was lucky enough to get to train and align this Llama-3-SEC checkpoint that we've released. And I want to give you an overview of the kind of stuff you can do with it. What we have here is a notebook where I've brought in Llama-3-SEC and I've attached it to an API that allows it to get up-to-date stock information. And that information looks like this. It's generic and bland, up-to-date, but doesn't offer a lot of context. So let's use Llama-3-SEC to generate that context. So we'll say, according to the provided description of the company's activities, provide a list of the main key drivers of the company's growth. Now, I have pre-generated these responses for the sake of brevity, but I haven't changed them or modified them in any way. This is exactly as they came out of the model. So if you see here, it offers a great assessment, right? GPUs are in high demand, gaming continues to grow, and everybody wants those GPUs in their data centers for AI and ML workloads. Now, this is great. I love being able to take generic, dry data and apply the model's reasoning to it to get a description of the company's growth and the key factors behind that. But I also want to show you how it can reason over new information when you throw it curveballs. So let's throw it a curveball. According to the provided description of the company's drivers that you just provided, what would it be expected to happen to the prices of the shares if there is a new law that bans artificial intelligence in the US? And this is cool. It offered some insight that I wasn't expecting. I was expecting the answer to be all doom and gloom, but it points out that it's important to note that NVIDIA operates globally and has a significant presence outside of the US. So that yes, it's not ideal for a ban in the US to take place on AI, but if it's able to continue to capitalize on the markets outside of the US that want its chips, it could still maintain its stock price and maybe even continue to grow. So that was cool. I wasn't expecting that answer. And it was nice to be offered some genuine insight while coming up with a demo for you guys. Now, how well does the model deal with numbers, right? So let's give it some income statements. Here's the most recent income statement for NVIDIA, as well as the income statement for the quarter ending in January of 2024. What we're going to do is we're going to say, provide an assessment of the financial instrument. And what's cool is not only does it take that information and generate a summary like before, it actually does the math for us and makes a comprehensive overview of the quarter to quarter growth and what that might suggest, right? So this is cool. It does math correctly, I might add, and is able to give us concrete factual information that might be beneficial to me if I was analyzing or looking to invest in NVIDIA myself. Now, it does caution correctly that this is just 2 quarters of information, and for a more comprehensive assessment, you would need to give it more data. And then we can go one step further and give it even more technical indicators and get a more comprehensive overview based on that information. So we're able to get information based on the 52-week high and low, the 50-day moving average, and the 200-day moving average. And using all that information, it gives us a more comprehensive overview of the stock. Now, if we want to use it to classify the performance of a stock, here's how we can do that. So first, I'm going to have it define what factor investing is. It's a strategy that involves targeting specific characteristics or factors of a stock or asset class in order to achieve higher returns in the broader market. What we're going to do is give the model the financial data we've already given it and say, based on those technical indicators, is the momentum positive or negative? And it's going to classify it as positive. Is this asset growth or value? And it's growth. And is this a high or low volatility stock? High. We can also ask it what analysts are thinking about this. So if we just give it a list of analyst ratings, it'll tell us that it's highly favored and that they suggest to buy the stock, and that shows a strong confidence in the performance of this stock. And it goes ahead and breaks down the differences between the analyst ratings and what that might mean. Now, this is more fun than anything, but let's go back in time to 1999 when NVIDIA had its IPO, and let's have it do some assessment of the leadership team to see if this is a company and a group of leaders that we want to invest in. We're going to give the model the name of the CEO, the year he was born, and the date of the IPO. We're then going to ask it to do math. How old was Jensen Huang at time of the IPO? And there you go. He was 36 years old. So from a financial and psychological perspective, how would a person being 36 years old behave as CEO of the company? And it goes on to give a lovely analysis of what their motivations and leadership style might be, right? They're likely to be in their prime, with, a potentially significant career growth coming up for them. This might make them more risk averse so that they can protect what they've built. They may focus on strategic investments that can provide steady returns over time, balancing short-term gains with long-term sustainability. Then it goes on to a psychological perspective, right? So they're going to be very ambitious. They might have developed a distinct style based on their experiences in the company's culture. They're likely to be experienced enough to make informed decisions quickly, but young enough to be open-minded and adaptable to new ideas and changes in the market. And then it goes on to talk about work-life balance is hard for a 36-year-old CEO who may be in the midst of raising a family. Now, this was mostly fun, but it does show Llama-3-SEC's ability to work in domains that aren't necessarily crunching numbers and giving financial summaries. It was able to do a really introspective look at what might be going on in this person's brain and their behavior. And I would ultimately want to invest in this CEO based off of this assessment. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you guys do with Llama-3-SEC and let us know what you think. Thank you.